Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vassallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com, and we're going to show you how to make one of our new multi-decoration designs of the rhinestone and heat transfer vinyl from start to finish. And we have all of these downloads available on the website. This is a sample of a shirt that we just did. We're going to show you exactly how to make this shirt right here. We just had an order come in for 17 of these shirts for a baseball team for all of the moms on the team. So as you can see, a great looking shirt with the multi-decoration custom name and number on the sleeve. I'm going to show you exactly how to make this. So this is how the file is going to come into your program. Program we're using here is Stone Cut Pro. This is a program that we like to use for our Rhinestone program, a vector-based program. So we have our design in here that we downloaded from the rhinestoneworld.com. As you can see, the top file you see is going to be your template file for your rhinestones, and the bottom file is your vector file. So first thing we did is we broke it all apart so we could grab individual pieces like you saw there, and we're just going to rotate it. The reason why we rotate it is for it to fit as much material on the cutter so we don't waste any of the material. We're going to cut our sticky flock now. So we're going to use our GCC Jaguar 4 cutter. We're just going to do a single rotation, and we're going to cut it pretty fast at a speed of 50 just so it'll fly through it real quick. So here's the cutting process. We're using the new green sticky flock material that we now have available on the website. This is a brand new color, the green color that we just released. As you can see, this GCC cutter flies pretty quick through this template material, weeds pretty easy. So we always use this to cut all of our templates, and then we use a Roland GX24 to cut all of our vinyl part of the design. And then that way we also don't have to mix and match the blades, because with your template material you're going to want to use a 60 or 65 degree blade, and with the vinyl material you're going to want to use a 40 degree blade. So the template is just about done cutting. Now we're going to show you how to do the heat transfer part of the design. So now we're ready to do the heat transfer part, the heat press vinyl part of the design, which will be the fill part. As you can see, the rhinestones surround around it perfectly with the template. So anything with your heat transfer vinyl, what you're always going to want to do is you're going to want to mirror it, because you're going to cut it in reverse, and then when you turn it over to press it, it's going to be straight. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to do a custom name and number. So you can fully customize any of these multi-decoration designs that we have, because your rhinestone part of the template's always going to surround the baseball part, but the part right there that says mom and the part that says number 23, you could fully customize those and change those out inside your vector program. So it could say baseball grandma, it can say baseball mom, it can say baseball sister, it can say baseball rules. Whatever you want it to say in there it can, and then you can change the custom number around to anybody you want. So we're going to do number 3 here. This mother's son's name is Evan, and his number is 3 for this team order that we're doing here today. So this is going to go on the sleeve, and then we also obviously have to change the number inside the ball over here on the left side. So we're just going to get rid of that 2, move the 3 over. We could type in an 8, 7, 5, 23, whatever you want for the custom number there. Obviously we want the number on the front ball to match the number on the sleeve. So we're all done with it. In our program we just have to hit one button. We hit the X, it mirrors the image. Now we're going to send it over to our Roland GX24 to cut the vinyl part of the design. We're going to cut this at about 140 grams of pressure at 20 speed. We're going to have no weed border, and let's go ahead and output this over to our cutter and let it cut away. And here we go. So this is our Roland GX24 cutting this material. We're using the pink Eco Film material here. This material we get from Imprintables Warehouse, so this is the pink Eco Film. Very popular material. We've never had any issues with it. Applies great, stays on through, washes great as well. So it looks like the vinyl part of the design is all cut. Let's go ahead and weed it. So as you can see, the design here in this film is very easy to weed. It's very forgiving. Like if you're familiar at all with regular like car vinyl or decal vinyl, a lot of times when you pull it up, your design will pull up as well. You got to be very, very careful with it. Well, this material has a tack on the side of it, on this clear side, so it has a little tack to be able to keep it on there. So you can pretty much, as you can see like we're doing, just rip this stuff off, and as long as your cutter and your blade is good like our GX24 there, then everything is going to weed off easily. So now we just need to make sure to pull off all the inside of our letters. So obviously the inside of our L's, You'll see the inside of the A here, the inside of the B. So all of your insides you're just going to cut out. It's a vector-based program, so all it's seeing is those cut lines, and then you're going to obviously have to weed out the excess real quick. It takes about probably a minute or two to weed it out, so very simple. Now obviously we need to pull out the M's and the mom part of the design. So as you can see, what's going to show through when you press this, the shirt's going to show through to give color to the mom part of the design and also to this baseball part. So if you put it on a black shirt like we're going to do, it's going to be pink and it'll look like the mom is in all black and then the baseball's in black with the pink laces and a pink number 3. So we actually use an X-Acto knife to do all of our weeding. The reason why, we can also very easily just cut the designs with the exact same tool. So rather than the pick tools, we feel like the X-Acto knives work a lot better for us. And let's go ahead and trim up this number, name and number for the sleeve. And we are done with all of our heat transfer vinyl part of the design. Let's go over and make the rhinestone transfer. So we're over at our Sticky Flock workstation now, and we have our green Sticky Flock template here of the baseball. And this is the TRW tail design, the multi-decoration design. So we're going to use our top grade Korean low lead SS10 or 3mm crystal stones. So all these stones, templates, everything, the downloads are all available on the website at therhinestoneworld.com, and you'll see all that information right below this video. You'll see the link to the website to be able to see all of the supplies and materials you see in this video. So as you can see, we're using the monster brush here. Monster brush for designs like this is pretty easy. As you can see, the stones are going in pretty easy here. Every once in a while you'll have one stubborn stone or one stubborn area. All you need to do when you have that, grab some more stones, brush them back into that area like we just did with the one around the ring area right there, and it will fill it in with the stone right side up. So as you can see, the way that the stones are shaped and the way that the templates are cut, the stones are going to fall in right side up, because the way the stone's shaped, if it falls in upside down, when you brush a new area of stones over it, the stone that's laying flat on the surface will push out the upside down stone, which in turn puts all the stones so they're facing the correct way. So we're already completely done with the transfer part of this design. As far as brushing in the stones, let's go ahead and grab our hot fix tape. This is hot fix tape we've already used 2 times. This is the 3rd time we've used this hot fix tape, so always make sure to save it, save you some money there. Brush over it with our monster brush right here. You'll see every single stone with the Sticky Flock pulls up on the very first try. Apply it back to our backer of the transferred tape, and we are ready to bring this over to the press and get it on a shirt. So we have everything we need here: the rhinestone transfer, the heat transfer vinyl, your shirt, and your heat press. Heat press we're using today is the Hottronic 16" by 20" autoclam. We got over in Printables Warehouse recently. Autoclam can save your life at times, believe me. So we got our 5-second pre-press here on our shirt. Let's get this shirt nice and prepped and ready for the design. And let's grab our eco film here of our baseball mom design. We're going to get this all lined up. What we're doing off the start here is we're just making sure it's the same distance from the 2 sides, and you want to make sure that it's not too high or not too low. What we normally do is go off the armpit of the design and try and center it off of the armpits. So we got everything lined up there. Everything's looking good. These designs, they run at an angle a little bit because of the tail, so to line them up, what we normally try and line up is whatever the design is inside the circle. So everything's lined up. Let's go ahead and press this. Now the first part of this press, since we're going to be doing 2 presses, the first part we can press for only about anywhere from 8 to 12 seconds. Doesn't have to be the complete 15 seconds, only because we're going to hit it again, but we need to make sure it gets in there good. So if you were pressing 2 of the heat transfer vinyls, you could probably do the first hit for about 5 to 6 seconds and then the second one for 12 to 15. The reason why you don't want to do the first one too short right here is because when you do the second hit on it with the rhinestones are obviously raised above the shirt, so it's not going to get down into that eco film again and get a good press to it. So you want to get that good press the first round, get it nice and embedded into that material. Now we're ready for the rhinestone part of the design. So we did all the work for you. Everything's going to line up perfect. I'm going to bring it over here and show you. All you have to do is make sure that no rhinestones are touching any of the vinyl part. You cannot put the rhinestones directly on the heat press vinyl. It'll look like it's going to stay on there. After a couple washes, they will start falling off. So you want to make sure that the glue on the stones is hitting the fabric of the shirt. So we're going to press this again, the stones, like we always do, about 325 degrees, 15 seconds at around a medium pressure. Let me show you what the auto clam does here. Let's say a phone call came in, you had to go answer it, bam. There it goes, opens all by itself. You don't have to worry about anything. So if you did walk away from that design, phone call rang, customer came in, you could go over there, help them. The auto clam is going to pop up by itself. You don't have to stand over it the whole time. So we just pulled the transfer off, put it back onto our carry sheet. We could pull it off right away because we're using the top quality Korean stones. If you're using the cheaper stones, you have to wait a little while. Now we're going to show you a little trick with some foam board. So this is just a piece of foam board that we picked up. It was actually a big sheet and we just cut it into this little piece. We use a lot of this foam board for different things around. Also use it for the backers on our hood material. But another thing we decided to use it for is for our sleeves. So if we're doing sleeves, if we're doing something near the collar, if we just press that directly, you're going to run into the seams, and when you're doing the heat press vinyl or stones and you have those seams, it isn't going to get the right amount of pressure on the material or the area that you're trying to press. So we just did our pre-press. As you can see, we have the actual foam board in the sleeve right there, so it's a nice hard surface for it to get a full press on this material once we get it going. So to line this up, all we're going to do is line up the custom name with the seam of the sleeve. So you just want to make sure it's going straight across the seam of the sleeve right there, and then you want to line up the number with the seam on the shoulder. So pretty easy to line up the sleeves. Again, you're going to hit this for about 15 seconds. So you can see our countdown here with the auto clam again. As soon as it hits that 0, it's going to pop up. If we weren't there, we wouldn't have to worry about it scorching the shirt. Let's go ahead and peel this off. And we have a custom sleeve. So this complete shirt is done. We had an order of about 17 of these come in today for a complete team, so we're done with this one, but just wanted to show you exactly how our new multi-decoration designs are done and how awesome they look. So you can see this design looks awesome with the custom name and number on the sleeve. I mean, you can't give your customer something more custom than this. If it's not a mom, you can put a grandma, you can put a sister, you can put anything you want in that heat transfer vinyl part of the design and fully customize it. So make sure to check out the website. We have all different sports for these type of designs. There's our basketball one. This is the baseball one that we just did. We have a gymnast one. We have soccer. We have tennis. We have everything you need as far as sports-wise. www.therhinestoneworld.com. If you do have any questions, 941-755-1696. Make sure to join our Rhinestone forum, the TRW forum in the link below, and also the Facebook page. All of our new updates we will post on the Facebook page, plus all of our mega deals and any kind of coupons or discounts that we have. Look forward to working with you soon. Hope you have a great day.